What up, homies and homettes? This your boy Gabe, chilling here in a room, a hot ass room. And I want to talk about expanding. And today, I got the intuition to talk about comfort zone and expansion. Lately, I've been going through a great deal of heart expansion. I've just been feeling like all the mistakes that I've made in my life, I want to heal those mistakes within myself, all the relationships that I've kind of, fucked with or fucked up or whatever. I want to heal those relationships. So my heart is beginning to expand. My capacity to love and be loved is being expanded. Is expanding. And so I created a meme that said, expand your center. Where you are most alive, must expand. And if you're friends on my Facebook, you'll see that meme. So I want to talk about expanding your comfort zone, expanding your center. So expanding your center is extremely important. We all have a place where we feel most safe, where we feel most alive, where we feel like we're connecting back with our true selves, and we feel re-energized and we're ready to take on the world. But the key is to to the beings that we are is to constantly have that center expanding and growing. And I've come to understand that in my own experience, because I can't just go back to the same center. I can't just hide away in my room all the time. Sometimes being centered means being in the midst of, the chaos, and still your center being expanded into that, because our center truly is always present. Our connection to God or to source or to the higher self is always present. And the key that we want to use to unlock the door to greater knowledge is to understand this and to know that our center can be present anywhere and with anyone. And so as a Cancer, I'm a solar Cancer in Western astrology. So I need that time to step back and center myself. However, there because of my upbringing and the way that I wasn't brought up in the most psychologically stable household. So you come with these patterns that serve to protect you. They really serve to protect you psychologically from dangers, dangers of being psychologically wounded by other people. Even though those wounds that you first got, from your father or your mother or anyone in your family, even though that's long gone, long in your past, it is still prevalent now because you hold on to that pattern. So the key is to tap into your heart, work on it, dissolve that pattern, because those patterns don't serve for the expansion of consciousness anymore. The more you expand the heart, the more you expand your consciousness. And I want to expand my consciousness, and I'm coming into my purpose, and I'm becoming more successful and more rich with all the things that I'm discovering about myself and sharing with other people. And so you want to learn how to expand your center, expand it. Whatever you feel most comfortable with, how can that not it's not necessarily saying that you need to stretch yourself thin. That's a whole other topic. Don't stretch yourself beyond your current boundaries if that's not what you're comfortable with. But you need to understand, you know how they say get outside of your comfort zone? Well, I'm seeing it as you're expanding your comfort zone, because when you go out of your comfort zone, what you're really doing and what you're essentially doing is expanding your sense of what's comfortable to you. Because let's say you go to the gym and you can't lift that 45-pound weight. You can only lift 35 pound, that 35-pound dumbbell, but you say, hey, I'm going to lift, in order to get to that 45 pound, I'm going to lift 40 pounds, 40-pound dumbbell. You're going outside of your comfort zone, but eventually, with enough training and enough discipline, you will become comfortable with 40, and then you'll finally make it to 45, and you'll become comfortable with 45. So what you're essentially doing is expanding your comfort zone. You aren't getting out of it. You're expanding your comfort zone. And now your area of play is 45-pound dumbbells. You're not doing 35 pounds anymore. Now you're like, okay, now I want to do 55 or 65 or 75. And you keep expanding your comfort zone. You keep shifting your comfort zone, because you're always going to have a center and you're always going to have a comfort zone. Now, comfort zone has the connotation of being a place of stagnation. And for me, the way I'm using it is comfort zone is a place where you are centered and where you have your power. And we always have a comfort zone or a place where we feel most comfortable. And it doesn't have to be a place that's stagnant. It doesn't have to represent a place of no growth, but it can represent a place of comfortability and of centeredness. So the key is to expand yourself, expand what makes you feel most alive, expand what you feel is not always comfortable with, but what you feel most alive with. And when you expand your comfort zone, you will find that you will become comfortable with the things that you were not comfortable with before. So I hope that was coherent. Started off a little slow, but finished off strong. So this is Gabe G. You know, you know, this is Gabe G. And I just want to say peace out to you guys. I love you guys, and comment below. Peace out. Oh yeah, and check out my music on golddiamondmusic.bandcamp.com. I'm probably gonna end up making it all free eventually. So that was a random note, but hey, boom.